This is Need for Speed Rivals. We're here on Xbox Series S. Be sure to like the video, subscribing is great as well. So this is a rather interesting entry in the Need for Speed franchise. It was one of the kind of important titles for the Xbox One that was really struggling at the time quite a bit in order to compete with the, I guess you would say, the power of the PlayStation 4. And this was one of the only games that actually offered parity for performance between the two kind of consoles, which I thought was quite fascinating. See, this is ridiculous. You know, I'm doing a head-to-head, but this guy's like, you know, miles ahead of me to even start the race. It's time to NOS it. Okay, never mind. That was a bad idea to NOS it up. NOSing it up was not a good idea. NOSing it up caused some problems for me, some would say. Anyways, yeah, kind of an interesting one to come and revisit as far as Need for Speed entries. This one provided basically a bit of an open world setup. We're actually at the point where it's getting discontinued, the online multiplayer components, which I'm not sure how that's going to impact the full state of the game, because this one is so, like, online kind of integrated, if that makes sense, so it's going to be fascinating. Like, so much of this is like leaderboard driven and playing against others driven and stuff, and like you'd see the speed cameras and all that. I'm actually really curious to see how playable this one is after that point, which is on October 7th, 25. So that's going to be interesting. But yeah, no, it's kind of like this big expansive world that you kind of drive along in and do all this stuff. It's got some aspects of like destructibility to it. It's got you know, kind of like a seamless sort of thing going on here, and you can like smash other vehicles and break things down, and you're doing other challenges in order to improve your car, and yeah, it's definitely a Need for Speed experience and something very quite different. I don't know how well remembered this one is many years on, but definitely an interesting revisit because it was so early on in the generation for Xbox One, and then, you know, seeing how the Series S handles and stuff is quite interesting. But yeah, welcome to Redview County, where street racing rivalry between the cops and the racers never stops. It's all-out warfare. The fastest cars, the coolest mods, the technology, and the open gritty road. High-stakes challenges and offerings as you battle along. Take out cops, fight with cops, and explore a crazy-looking world. And it's got like the kind of aesthetic of the EA games at the time too, where everything was kind of basically sharing a lot of engine technology in that, which was quite fascinating. So a lot of the games, very much like you switch from this to another EA game that was coming out around the same time, you'll see that they have a lot of similar feats, shared technology, and all that. And yeah, it's kind of an interesting title. Like it's not bad. It gets the job done. It's kind of nice looking visually. Like honestly, it doesn't look too bad. And, yeah, some different view angles and stuff like that. Well, busted. I was busted? Is it because of my car hit and I like died or something? What? No way. So anyways, this one is a sharp 1080p at 30 FPS with auto HDR support. But yeah, this believe it or not, it was like a big deal for the Xbox One to actually have a game that was running at a parity level. Because that was the thing, they were just absolutely destroying them with, I guess you would say, stuff there where it's just kind of like, oh, you know, everything was running worse and looking bad. Top speed increase? Let's do it again. Maybe durability? Alright, let's get out there and drive. But yeah, you can see this like large open world, different biomes, different setups. It kind of just smacked you down on this large environment that you were able to race along. Start, wait, should we start in the Pacific Woods? Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Let's go here. And then it's got like a very stylized kind of thing. Once you like load in, you're sort of like, ooh. You get a bit of a drive up as you slowly ease into it. Again, you know, very stylistic. Lots of personalization. Yeah, they did some neat stuff with this. I think I actually wanted to go the other way. Yeah, definitely. At least I think so. So I kind of wanted to go to Laguna Rise. Oh, no, this was the way I wanted to go. Okay. Yeah. It's large, but it's kind of like almost deceptive in scale, if that makes sense. I don't know. And there's all these different events going on, and lots of things to do. It's also kind of a weird Need for Speed, because it's sort of... What's the best way to describe this? Because the other ones are a little bit more like, oh, we're doing a story, or there's like a theme, or whatever, and in this one you're just kind of like thrown out into this world, and you just kind of do stuff and compete, and yeah, it either works for you or it doesn't, right? But you risk everything in these competitions. And you can do multiple things, like we were kind of showcasing there. You could switch to like the cop kind of side, you do this side, you race it along, and it kind of builds upon its predecessors, but also does some weird stuff along the way too. It's quite fascinating. A good sense of scale though, like you feel like you're in a large scale area. It's kind of like Battlefield 4, for instance, where it's like, oh, you get a good sense of like, oh wow, we're here, and there's all this stuff going on everywhere in the backdrop. Quite cool, and you get the variety of things from like more of a city structure to some of the open outside areas. But it also reminds me of something like Forza Horizon, the original, where it was like you're more like confined to tracks, despite it being what feels like an open world, which is really, really interesting. Should probably go do a time trial or something. Can we get down there? It's like we're gonna have to zip around to get over to that spot. I don't know what compelled me to come and take a look at this. I don't know. I just kind of need to revisit some of these titles. Is this not where the time thing was? Or, you know, this is definitely where the time trial thing is. Because I think that's a time trial. And then the dynamic and changing time of day and sequence. It's kind of wild, because like at some point this was like a new title. Now it's at the point where it's like losing its online component. The time trial started, I wasn't even like strained up or anything. Well, hopefully I can get bronze to do that kind of stuff. Deplete the... You gotta be kidding me, am I dead? That's gonna impact my time trial. Because, you know, I died. Use a repair shop? Oh yeah, okay. Is it even possible to use up your nitrous when it just keeps like popping up over and over? There's a repair shop, we could have visited that. Have to remember from way back. I don't know if we're gonna do super well in this time trial, but I'd certainly like to. But yeah, it's still got like players that like pop in and stuff, which kind of surprises me because it would have been like locked server-wise back in the day, right? Like this is well before we did crossplay and stuff. Overwatch activated. No, I'm not gonna be able to activate that for long, right? It's always neat to visit games too when they're getting sort of closed down to a degree or getting cut back upon. But you get to a certain point where it's just like, how many people are really checking this one out, eh? A pursuit during my time trial? That's going to impact my ability to succeed here by a fair bit. Need level 3, but I can't stand that, I'll tell you that much. Is that gold?
All units to have a 10.1 moving along driftwood heights at high speed.
Yeah, it's time to enter a hideout.
All units, we have a unit in pursuit of a suspected 1044. All nearby officers, please assist.
Haha! The cops never found me. See, it's kind of weird too, like almost in the sense that you're just kind of like roaming around, exploring these spots, and it's like a little less structured. Like you got missions in that. It just seems a little bit more like thrown together.
First or nothing.
Bronze a race, side slam a racer, earn 10,000 in a single session. Oh, it's such a pain. Card am I using right now? Oh, the worst thing. Definitely would like a fancier car, I'm just throwing it out there. Nice. So we need to do a bronze, a race. Oh, there's a race right there. Let's just go out and get it. Increase pressure the higher your heat meter goes. Oh, you know it. Although this would have been really fun to like mess around with, because it's got some like, you know, little destruction car bits that kind of reminds you almost of, what did you call that? Like Burnout, like Paradise or something like that. Mostly, you can definitely see what they were going for with this. And all this never-ending amount of like particle effects and rain going on. You never get like a calm day. There's always something visually happening. Yeah, there's like a race up here, that's what I was thinking we're gonna go tackle. Like, it certainly looks cool. Kind of a shame we never got any sort of like FPS boost or anything to take this further. Usually the engine is very adaptable for that, if that makes sense. Like, usually the EA stuff is usually very favorable for like frame rate improvements, so yeah, I don't think really any of the Need for Speed games got that treatment. Oh, that was the race back there. I was too busy bumping into like 3 or 4 cars. How come everyone else gets like a running start and I have to like slowly build my way up? That's ridiculous. Also, the hilarity of me driving here and then having to drive back. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I mean, I saw it coming, but like, sucks all the same, right? Definitely going to impact my ability to win. I guess this would have been a pretty cutting-edge visual game for the, you know, Xbox One time, right? Like getting something that actually like ran at this resolution level, had all this stuff going on. Although it's also not very complicated either. Oh, critical damage. That's lovely. You just got side slammed, yo. It's a long race. They also hide the pop-in really effectively in this game too, which is impressive. But I mean, it's all to the side of the road, so it's not like you're really whipping by things. It's just kind of, it is cleverly done, I will say that. I give some props to this game for what it was achieving and stuff at the time. And for Need for Speed for being so versatile. Like, it's always a new entry in the series, always doing something a little bit different and trying something new, and either works or it doesn't. Okay, my health is like super low right now, so cop cars, if you could just like, kind of buzz off, that would be lovely. Oh, and of course that guy's taking the fun, smart shortcut. If I damage my car anymore, it's gonna be bad because I'm like right towards the end of this. Try not to hit anything else. Oh, I'm like danger zone. I touch anything, I'm gonna explode. Hit like a sign or a railing and it doesn't die. That'd be pretty funny. Oh, this is gonna be close. I'm good, I'm good. I didn't explode. Oh, I lost my reset? Oh, that sucks. Did I finish the challenge, though, at least? I don't think I finished the challenge. You can't pause the game? Yeah, because it's online. How is this online? Is it gonna work at all?
Working through the pack.
Complete a head-to-head race. Okay, let's do this. I'll spawn over here at Coyote Pass. It's just more elegant. GPS routes are highlighted in green on the map. Every area's really got like a different vibe and stuff going on. A great escape, except the challenge. See, this is funny seeing all this stuff like from people that were like playing back in the day and that, and how they've all moved on. Probably don't even think about this game anymore. Definitely, you know, stuff like this, moments and all that, right? Moments of your lives, driving around with the need for speed, on the open road. But the road that's also closed off because it's not a completely open road, right? Actually, it would have been interesting to see Need for Speed actually tackle like a true open world thing, like akin to Forza Horizon. That would be actually fascinating. Because like they have open worlds and they have open worlds where you drive around everywhere, but it's still like usually very track focused and whatnot, right? I think this Payback was like a Vegas-like place. I want to win, but I'm really struggling with it. Who put these other pedestrians living their lives on there? Would you even want to drive in a place like this where it's like people are basically killing each other on the road? The cops never getting an edge over these racers, and these racers being too cool. Like, I guess we're just technically doing incredibly dangerous, irresponsible driving the whole time. But it's fun. Yeah, the cops are definitely the good guys in this situation. But not from our perspective where we're a quirky bunch that's just out here to have a great time and drive and show off cool cars.